Hey guys, Bronya here. Welcome to your weekly tarot reading. I hope you're doing really well wherever you are in the world with everything that we're navigating at the moment. Before we jump into your reading, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all of your support and for watching my videos and liking and sharing and commenting. I so greatly appreciate it. For those of you that haven't yet subscribed, I would love it if you do so. That way you'll know when I post new videos. So that would be so amazing for me. Also, I teach tarot, guys. If you want to learn tarot with me, the first link down below is the link to the initiation, which is my immersive learn tarot journey that you can sign up for at any time. So don't forget that that's there. You'll also find the links to all of my social media and the link to my website should you want to arrange a personal reading or healing for yourself. I currently have places for readings and can deliver them fairly quickly, so if you would like to grab a reading, now is a really good time to do so. So I am wishing you so much love and magic for your week ahead. Let's get across to your reading now. Leo, this is your weekly tarot reading for November 22nd to the 28th. I hope you're doing really well, Leo. Let's see what may be on the cards for you. And just to let you know, Leo, that your end of year 2021 tarot reading is up on YouTube here, and that is going to give you an idea as to how the energies over the next couple of months are going to play out potentially for you. So it's good to watch that alongside these weekly readings. So let's jump into your reading. What we have here is a 9-card block. I've got 3 cards recent past, 3 current or focus energy, and 3 for your near future outcome, couple of oracles, and a lead tarot energy. So there's a really clear message in these oracle cards as a pair. We have the Get Grounded and the Inner Temple card, and this is really saying that it is time for you to get grounded within yourself and into the body, so out of the mind, guys, so that you can really get the clarity that you need on a situation, because our intuition only comes through when we are in the body and not in the mind, right? When we can feel into those gut feelings, when we can really feel what is true for us. When we are attached to the thought and we begin to identify with that, we are generally operating from the ego, and the ego can want to keep us safe. It can want us to believe in past stories and validate them and look for evidence for them and all of that kind of thing. So Leo, ground yourself. How do you do that? Well, it's different for all of you, but it's whatever makes you feel calm and relaxed. You know, meditating, time in nature, playing the guitar, cooking, doing art, whatever it is that really puts you in that flow state, having a nice bath or shower. So time to get grounded, tune into the portal of your heart, because there might be some insight coming through for you. Your lead tarot energy, Leo, is the 2 of Swords, and this is I'm weighing up something here because I feel like I'm at a crossroads. So there's a decision to be made. Yeah, we're ending on the 10 of Swords in this reading, so I feel like you are weighing up some kind of directional change in your life. The 2 of Swords is about, coming to that crossroads point where Leo, there's nowhere really for you to move in the situation anymore. And if you stay in it, then life can become a struggle. It can become bland, and sometimes it's almost like we're that sitting duck for the tower. So with the 2 of Swords, you're asked to choose a path here. And the message with the 2 of Swords is don't let your emotions cloud you in this. This is why you need to get grounded as well. When we choose from an emotional place, we can choose so that we don't, hurt others, or, so that we don't feel bad, look bad, that kind of thing. Of course, I always say when I say that, sometimes we do need to choose for others if they are, dependents and children and that kind of thing. So yeah, that completely aside. But really you need to meet your needs here. So that you need to choose from your intuition and fact and logic, the pros and cons, what you actually know about the situation. And that's why you need to get grounded. So moving over to the block, Leo, one thing you'll notice is that we don't have any major arcana this week. So it may be that there's not like a very fundamental soul lesson in this for you. It can mean that it's not as much of a, you know, huge life decision here, but nevertheless we do have an ending looming for you, and you're going through the process of that. With all the pentacles being the dominant suit here, Leo, I feel like this is in your area of work, finance, investment, maybe actually your physical home. So I feel like the decision to, yeah, it's an ending, is in one of those areas. Okay, so let's jump in and read. Recent past, Queen of Swords, Six of Cups, Four of Pentacles. Queen of Swords is Libra energy, and Libra is about, or Queen of Swords is about truth and balance. So I'm kind of feeling that you are feeling called to make a decision to realign something in your life. So sometimes the Queen of Swords comes into a reading when you're feeling out of balance or karmically out of balance, and that can be when something becomes a struggle, you feel like there's a wrongdoing, or things have just not been operating in your favor for a period of time. So with the Queen of Swords here, you are asked to do the work of alignment, which means severing ties with what you've outgrown, what doesn't serve, what doesn't feel right, to usher in the new. There could be some kind of verdict or news that you are waiting for. The Page of Wands can indicate that as well. That could be the kind of, you know, catalyst that you need for this completion. Queen of Swords is also about transformation. So I can see that you are wanting to transform the situation in your life to the better, to the positive. You're really wanting to receive happiness here, but I feel that the situation is not giving you that. It has become that struggle. So with the Justice energy, Queen of Swords links to justice being Libra. This is about bringing in the change, the adjustment that is going to bring balance in everything that the Six of Cups, you know, holds, which is joy, happiness, harmony, you know, actually beginning to receive again. So that's what I'm really feeling. However, Leo, you are holding on to this. The Four of Pentacles is, okay, yep, I know that. I know what I really should do, but I'm not ready. I'm holding on. I'm bunkering down for the storm here. It's so hard to release what we know is not working for us. It really is. And if it was easy, everyone would be living amazing lives of alignment, Leo. But in the Four of Pentacles, you know, you hold on for it for good reason, and that could be because, you know, even though you don't like the situation, it's the known, right? It's the known. There is a comfortable nature in that. Maybe you have your needs met, and that's felt like enough for you. You know, it can really be that you don't want to go through the chaos of change, of relocation, if this is a home thing. I'm really feeling work more than that. You know, finding a new job with all the unknowns of you don't know what your commute's going to be, how far away it's going to be, what the pay is going to be, who you're going to be working with. So I feel like this is a fear of that change, a fear of the unknown, a fear of going into instability, another out of balance. It's almost like you have to go into further out of balance to achieve balance. It's going to be a payoff. There's going to be a period where things don't feel good. That's the work, guys. Okay, in your current or focus energy, I've got the Eight of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and Nine of Wands. So yeah, you're going to need to obviously put some work in here to change the circumstance. So you're going to need to carve out your path here. If this is about really, you know, knowing that you need to leave a home or relocation, general reading, guys, that's why I'm giving multiple storyline threads. You relate it to your situation. That's your part of the deal here. You know, actually getting out there and looking, right, manifesting, looking for new homes. If this is job or work for you, the same deal, right? Things don't just shift and change if we just sit down and wait, unless we want a tower moment. Or we get very lucky. So you're going to need to carve out that path and put the work in, is what I'm really feeling. And yeah, that could feel, you know, very energy intensive. It might feel like I said before, it's a different kind of struggle. But, you know, that is how we get to the next step. That is how we get to the alignment. Page of Wands here for me, though, is a card of good news. And I feel like if you are doing your job applications, your home applications, you are, you know, really beginning to work behind the scenes still while you're in that other situation, then you're going to get the good news, I feel. You're going to get the good news on one of those things that you have reached out for, applied for. And this is finally holding the promise of that growth that you've wanted, that you've tried to manifest. You know, you've been feeling in the desert, which is like things have been feeling barren and dry in your life. Like not a lot of change. There could be boredom, there could be apathy, there could be comfortably numb. That was coming through when I was reading the Four of Pentacles. And finally, it's like this has got having the opportunity, that made no sense. This is giving me the opportunity to discover passion again, joy in what lights me up. However, it's a big decision, and it's not because, I mean, this is looking really good, but there's also unknowns around it, and you're going to have to give up the comfortable known, even though it's kind of crappy. So that's why we feel like this, you know, Nine of Wands. Oh, God, I'm going to have to go through another battle just to get to where I want. But what I see in this is that the 1 wand that the page carries plus the 9 here equals the 10 of wands. We've also got that 10 of swords looming. So this is saying to me that this has the potential to lift the weight off your shoulders, lift the burden, really help you release that stress and tension that you have carried for the period of time in the situation that you haven't ultimately been happy about. It's also been clouding your vision. I just feel like you've been in this kind of like, you know, just accepting that that's your lot kind of space. But finally, you've kind of found this little extra piece of energy that's had you take action on this. But when it comes down to it, when the new opportunity comes in, there's almost a like, oh, well, now I've actually got to do the work of stepping into the new. And that's kind of fearful as well. That's fear-provoking and anxiety-provoking. But what the cards are saying down here is that if you put a plan in place here, Leo, it's going to make you feel a lot better about that change. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords. Virgo energy for me. But the Knight of Pentacles is like, okay, yep, Leo, it's scary, but let's break it down into practical, tangible steps, a plan, a timeline, and make a list of all the things that you need to do. You know, I need to put in my letter of resignation or end the home contract. I need to, you know, find out all the details of the new one. I'm going to need to sort out utilities, all those kinds of things. Break it all down. Break it all down and then begin taking those small steps. The 7 of Pentacles says also that you will be going through an evaluation process. 2 of Swords. Okay, you're gonna be going through that bartering and bargaining with yourself. Oh, but maybe I can just stay. It's not so bad, you know. But then, oh, but we're not happy ultimately. Yada yada. You're going to be going through that kind of like, you know, scale tips that way, the other scale tips that way. But eventually, Leo, you're going to realize, yeah, I need to bring it to an end. 10 of Swords. That's ultimately here. And if not, I feel like you will in time feel like you might have betrayed yourself a little bit by not making this move. You've got to keep in mind that that sun energy is going to eclipse the kind of heaviness that you have been feeling. And that's all about the Knight of Pentacles energy. You can see the yellow here. And the Knight of Pentacles is about laying the foundation for the future harvest. Okay, so what it's saying to me is that this is a series of seeds that you're planting, and you need to go through this process in order to get an abundant yield. An abundant yield can be in 6 months' time. I'm in the home, the career that I'm really loving, and I'm pleased that I went through that process, even though it was really, really tough at the time. It was worth it. Let's clarify that 10 of Swords. Now, generally it's quite a final ending, guys, with the 10 of Swords, because at the end of the day, you're not going to kind of, you know, go through this process for nothing. There won't be any turning back is what I'm feeling, because there's a lot of moves here. Yeah, the universe, that's the world, guys. That is the last major arcana after the final judgment. That says this is the end of a really big cycle ending. So this could have been a really long-term cycle. You've gotten what you've needed from it. You've gotten, you know, the lessons and the learning, and you're closing this chapter for good. This is a card of victory because there's victory in moving with that, you know, that energetic cycle. And no wonder it's so hard for you to make this transition, because I've really got this feeling that you've kind of like, the line I'm hearing is become part of the furniture. You've almost grown into the environment, right, and become part of it. But, you know, it's time to, it's time to uproot yourself and move into your next cycle. If you are at your Saturn's returns ages, I always say this with this card here, you know, late 20s to early 30s, you know, like mid 50s to 60ish, this could be even more powerful for you, because you really are, you know, needing to extract yourself and start the new. It's a powerful new karmic beginning and chapter for you that is opening up, and this is a very, very, very final ending here, Leo. So there goes your major arcana, and it happens to be the last one, which is probably one of the most powerful cards, so it was waiting for you. Okay, Leo, well, I'm going to leave it there, and I hope you enjoyed this reading and it gave you some insight for the way forward. Do keep in mind it's a general reading for the collective. Can't, won't, and isn't meant to resonate with all of you. Drop me a comment if you're cool to share. I love getting to know you guys over there. Like and share the video. Hit the subscribe button on the way out if you want to hear more from me, because that will keep you hearing more from me, because it helps me keep my channel going. So I would be really appreciative of that, guys. And yeah, I will see you back here for another one next week. As per usual, take care for your week. Bye for now.